Welcome to the first official episode of Pressed and Blessed. Ah, man, the T app. Shout out to y'all, man, for real. So today I'm gonna talk to y'all about, it's a year one recap. It's officially been a full 365 days since I had the wherewithal and the whatever you want to call it to be like, yo, I'm actually gonna sell this. So first we're gonna start with the summer because it was crazy, no bullshit. I'm gonna keep it raw and real with y'all all the way through. What had me pressed, what had me blessed, the lessons I learned, and what we're headed to in year two. So we're gonna get into it right away. Alright, so first of all, the thing that had me pressed the most this summer is trying to balance everything at once. I mean, I was gearing up. I already had things I wanted to work on during the summer. Digital ideas for the brand, trying to be more visible outside at events. I didn't want to neglect the people since I had the time to do so. And then boom, I had a week in July. It was maybe the second to last week or the third week in July. I have 4 events in 1 week. So I think it was one Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Something like that. It was crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So balancing juicing fresh batches, showing up on time, setting up, getting all the supplies. First of all, I'm gonna tell you, I definitely was not on time. No bullshit, to some of them events because traffic. It's Boston, so I'm not taking into account the traffic, let alone the juice and how long it takes for me to make it. Like maybe I slept a little past when I was supposed to, but it is what it is. But thank God, honestly, like on the back end, as far as tracking everything, I had built something for myself, a software. I was tired of using Google Sheets. Shout out to Google. Y'all got it, bro. But Google Sheets and trying to keep track of every little thing since I started with the formulas and all that, it was not sustainable for me. So I'll get into that later, but I just wanted to let y'all know that it definitely humbled me for sure. So the thing that had me blessed this summer, it was the love. You feel me? People tagging me in events I didn't even get to see some of the times, like, because it'd be on Facebook, people hitting me, I won't be able to see it. Instagram, they'd be in a request joint, won't be able to see it. So they reaching out like, yo, come be a vendor, come do a taste test. I'm like, damn, for real? Nah, y'all don't fuck with the kid like that. So, and the biggest blessing of them all, to be honest, was sharing my pop's testimony. Like, I don't know how many times I told the story, but if you need to go watch it, go back and watch it. I think it was the first juice video I did for real, just breaking everything down. But he's dropped to date, maintained the screenshots in some of my videos and everything with date, timestamps and all that. He dropped and maintained over 50 pounds. He dropped over 50 pounds after 2 hip surgeries. I'm gonna say that again because I don't think y'all really understand how juicing changed his life, let alone my life. He dropped 50 pounds after 2 hip surgeries. He had one in August 6, 2024. The second one was May 16, 2025. You feel me? From day one, he's been my #1 win. You feel me? So the fact that people think of me, tag me, stop me in traffic. I done seen it a couple times. Like, yo, my friend just copped your juice, or I see your juice everywhere. I need to try some. I'm like, yeah, hit the page. I got you. So that's the stuff that keeps me going because there be days some of y'all may catch me I may be out of it. It won't look like it, but I'll be out of it. And y'all just bring me back to reality. Nah, I need to lock in for real. So to the day ones, to the parents who even let their kids try their juice, man, I'm more than blessed. I'm gonna be honest. But looking back, the best event by far was the cold summer pop-up event by 4Five6. If you know who 4Five6 is and you came to the joint, this is what you know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? This is type tough. This is definitely going up in the room somewhere. I gotta find a spot. But the vibes was OD, no bullshit. HP was jumping. People I haven't seen in years, they pulled up, showed love, and the energy was crazy. And it's wild to say, but I did 14 events so far that I actually pulled up to. And my goal was only 4. I wanted to do 1 per quarter, but this one stood out the most to date, and this was back June 21st. So I sold out for 1 because I always pull up with over 100 bottles because I'm like, I never know what's gonna happen, so I gotta be prepared. If I have extras, I have extras after. But the way 4Five6 put it together, from the vibes, communication, promotion, everything was just different. So if you was there, you know. And if you weren't, I dropped a little recap video back in June, probably like the 23rd or some shit like that. But trust me, the camera doesn't do it justice because the vibes was crazy, no cap. So that event was definitely one of the ones. If I could redo one thing, I'd keep better track of the events I say yes to. So there'd be times where people would hit me like, yo, you know, I thought about you. You should sell your juices here. And I'm like, bet. But me being me, I'm hearing that so many times. I'm like, yo, I gotta be there. I gotta be there. I wanted to be everywhere but nowhere at the same time. And I had ended up double booking myself for events or taste tests or meeting with somebody that, you know, moves the needle. And I'm like, I can't do all three in one day because for one, I can't fly. For two, I gotta just be real with myself. And I didn't want to drive myself crazy. So 4 events in 1 week is still crazy to me. And it humbled me real quick. Like, of course I showed up, but it was like I wasn't showing up on time. And I'm pulling up, I'm like, damn, and now I have to set up, and then I gotta do this, and then now I gotta wait. So if people don't pull up on me, I wasn't mad at them because to them, it looked like I wasn't prepared for it, which I wasn't. But it is what it is. Now that I know that, I wrote that in my little notes, and it's about systems now. So tighter calendar, actually telling people this don't work, but can we choose another day or something like that? Communicate a little better. I'm one person, so I gotta be real with myself. I gotta slow down and learn that moving smarter is better than moving everywhere. You feel me? Because like I said, I'm everywhere but nowhere at the same time. So how can I do that efficiently if I'm not communicating? It don't add up. 1 + 1 is not 2, you know? So summer 25, it really felt like summer 16 vibe wise. Like there was a lot of stuff going on. Like when I tell you events after events after events, I was like, yo, bro, this is crazy. But it taught me something bigger. I'm not gonna lie. It taught me what God really blessed me with. So I really never thought I'd be doing this, but it's really a me versus me thing. So I see the juice as more than just juice going into bottles or more than fruit going into bottles, getting cold pressed to whatever. I feel like it's information, it's education, and it's a way that I can give back to the community with something real, you know, because the food industry is crazy. Like, y'all know, like the same things y'all used to eat 10 years ago, if you 26 or in that 20, 30 range, the shit we used to snack on back in the day, it's not the same snacks now. Like Goldfish 10 years ago ain't Goldfish now, even though Goldfish still smack, but you know what I'm saying? Half the stuff we eat is filled with things that hurt us. And I know this from like just doing research and reading books and stuff like that. So why not me? You know, I mean, it came into my life as a blessing, you know, to help my father and to see what it did for him. Why not do the same for others, you know, in my own little way? So I just double down on research, make sure I'm giving the best value for real, because I don't want to be that type of guy to be like, oh, you said this, but this will actually happen. Like, damn, then I'm gonna feel some type of way, because it's like, nah, I doubled down, so you ain't talking about me. So I'm gonna give you blends that work, and I'm gonna show people what's really going on in their bodies, because that's the real lesson, and that's why I feel like it's bigger than juice. So now I can't talk about this summer without breaking down the juice itself. So the flavors, the surprises, the health benefits. Let's get into the MVPs, and let's get into some myths that's been, you know, going on and misconceptions I picked up during this year. So first of all, the flavor that shocked me this summer was Blue Magic. So if anybody, once it's clipped up, you see this, you're gonna be like, yo, that's one of the ones, and it is. But at first it was watermelon, pineapple, lime, and coconut water. That's what I kept it as. It was good, but I really felt like it was missing something, because I'll taste it, I'm like, nah, it's supposed to hit, but it don't hit like that. So I tweaked it a little bit, added green apple, and then that really changed the game. Plus, the Blue Magic turns blue from the blue spirulina. If you don't know what that is, spirulina is a superfood that boosts energy and recovery. Got like, you know, do your research. Look up blue spirulina. Chat GPT and do whatever you gotta do. At first, people thought it was cool. You feel me? Because of the color, like, oh, it's blue. How you get it to turn blue? But as summer went on, I ain't gonna lie, like from mid-August to like, shit, damn near 2 weeks ago, or shit, a week and a half ago, I was making that 6 weeks straight. You feel me? And that was crazy. And based on my data, it really shot up to the top 3 flavors quick. I pulled up to events with Blue Magic. People was eyeing it, but they wasn't really jacking it like at first. And I was shocked, because I'm like, yo, this is actually good. But that also told me it was missing something. When people were pulling up, doing taste tests and shit like that, and they was like, yeah, it's good, and they'll go with another flavor, I'm like, nah, it's not hitting like it's supposed to. But anyway, it's definitely top 3 flavors right now based on data. Frozen, slushy, fresh. Blue Magic was MVP, no question. And then 2 flavors that really surprised me were Island Drip, which got guava, pineapple, passion fruit, mango, and Passion Punch, which got passion fruit, cranberry, red grapes, ginger, and lime. Island Drip, it hit different. It really do. But always when I found that fresh guava, because guava is not something easy to find, especially not locally, I be going to the little local, you know, herbal spots. They don't be having it. Or I be looking, they don't be having it. Like, it's hard to find, but once you get your hands on it, yeah, it definitely hit different. So I never got a bad review on that one. Passion Punch, that one had me nervous a little bit because I never tried that combo before, especially with the passion fruit, cranberry, and red grapes. I'm like, I don't know what that would taste like, but it ended up being one of my most requested and respected blends. You feel me? Ooh, I'm wildin'. It definitely was one of my most requested and respected blends. And then Clean Slate. Clean Slate actually started as a shot. I dropped the shots in the shot menu back in probably like March, I think. But Clean Slate got cranberry, papaya, green apple, lemon, and ginger in it. And like I said, it started out as a shot, dropped it in spring, and people loved it. You feel me? When it was a shot, they like, yo, you gotta make this a full juice. I'm like, once one person said it, I'm like, oh, they just saying it because they like this combo. I had 4 people say it, like once they got shots at 4 different times. People at events. I did an event at MIT and I had that shot. I'm giving that shot. They're like, yo, you got more of these? I'm like, damn, nah. I actually just gave you the last one. So they like, I'm like, yeah, I actually got to. So when I finally had time to sit down and like going through and picking out my flavors for the week, I'm like, yo, let me throw Clean Slate in there and see if people really fuck with that still. But once I finally did it, shit ran for like a week or 2, like back to back. And I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely one of the ones. So it's definitely stamped itself in the lineup. I gotta add it to my official menu, the one I condensed down because I have mad flavors. But Clean Slate, I didn't forget about you. You feel me? So juicing, it really changed my life. But this summer, it really helped shift my habits a little bit. I wasn't really sleeping right at first, like working out outside and heat waves and hitting cold tubs, the saunas I got at the crib for recovery. I definitely would feel defeated. Of course, some of y'all who don't work out, y'all be like, yo, how you feeling defeated after recovery? Nigga, I be tired. Like, you feel me? Like, not trying to do nothing. But when I drank one of my own blends, I bounced back. And I noticed it was not all flavors, you know, like, because Fresh Flow was one of them that helped. That got cucumber, lemon, green apple, and ginger. That was definitely one, and that's one of them ones too. But if I had some Blue Magic laying around, or nowadays I got to put at least 1 or 2 aside for myself because I'm like, damn, this shit do actually smack. You know, I'll use that after I work out. You know, I wasn't sluggish. I'd bounce back with my energy, even in 90-degree weather. The watermelon wave with watermelon, strawberry, honey, and coconut water, that helped me bounce back. So basically any drink that had watermelon in it that I got, or, you know, the cucumber or the lemon or the green apple, then yeah, that was smacking. It was definitely helping me bounce back energy wise. And it wasn't just me either. Like, I got people who actually consistently go to the gym. They'll come pick up their blends after, or I said the blends. They'll come pick up their order after the gym, and they'll be like, yo, I had this after the gym. I feel like I can go for a second workout. And I'm like, yeah, I knew it wasn't me tripping, because of course people are gonna think I'm biased to my own shit. I make it. So real detail oriented when I get to the blends. But once I see other people having the same effect as me, I'm like, yeah, bro, this is one of them ones. So one myth I gotta break down is thinking that juice is just a one-off fix. This is not a pill. This is not no whatever you may think it is, or whatever you saw on TikTok that people want to sell you. This ain't that. This is really like a gateway. You feel me? Because just because you drink one cold pressed juice does not mean it's gonna snap your body back. It's the habits you build around it. You feel me? Juice is the gateway. It gives you fast nutrients, wakes you up, and shows what your body actually been missing for real. So when I first started and I did my first juice fast, right? The first juice I had was a green juice. And of course I had green juices before from my blends and taste testing my own stuff, making sure it's right. But when you actually lock in on the cleanse and the green juice, the first thing you had after eating, as crazy as you been eating, nah, bro. That shit had me, what? Shit had me messed up for sure. So that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to wake you up. So that told me like, nah, I actually gotta chill on eating so crazy. And I'm thinking I'm eating balanced because I'm eating bad, and I'll cook at the crib and eat clean food. But it's like, it was more like a 60-40 the wrong way. And I'm like, nah, I gotta be 80-20, 90-10, like damn near, because nah, this ain't it. I can't have that same reaction when I drink a green juice. It gotta just be a vibe at this point, and it is. So I'm not saying cut everything out, but I like a chicken sandwich from time to time, you know? But the real point is, juice should be part of your routine, whether you're making it, whether you're getting it from somebody, whether y'all having juicing little parties and y'all make them, y'all throw in to get some fruit, and y'all one person got a juicer and y'all make juice, and then y'all, whatever, I don't give a fuck what it is. Just make it a part of your routine, make it fun, because that's the way of life. Like, why not? If you got your favorite fruits, like if your favorite fruit is pineapple, green apple, or watermelon, juice that together. I just gave you fucking blue magic, but juice that together. Like, you feel me? It don't gotta be nothing crazy. Just do a specific pineapple juice, or do pineapple and lemon. I don't care. Make sure it's coming from the actual fruit itself. Let the juice do what it has to do. So shots came out back in March. You feel me? People was asking for them, like, yo, you should do shots. You should think about doing shots. And not everybody wanted them, but then I had listened anyway, because I'm like, I'm on the fence. I don't think it's time. But I'm like, spring's coming, summer's coming. Let me do it. And I definitely rushed it. But it's all good, because now I got something in the tuck as far as inventory. But I always listen to the people. I try to like vet and really make sure that it makes sense for, you know, the things I got going on at the moment. But now it's winter time, damn near it's fall time, but winter time right around the corner. Everybody's getting sick, so shots are coming back heavy. And mine, it's a half an ounce more than what Whole Foods sells. So the 16-ounce bottles is something that I tested with my close VIPs, my consistents, my regulars, and they did better than I expected. No bullshit, just because I was able to actually properly roll it out. And now they're getting rolled out for everybody. So it's $8 a pop for the day ones. That means you've ordered 1 to 5 times. My consistents, 5 to 9 times, and then $6 a pop for my top VIP tiers. Juice Warriors, 10 to 19 orders, and my Juice Champions, 20 plus orders. And I keep track of every order, so I know who qualifies. Don't try to gaslight me, because I literally got everybody's order. If you were one off, if you came 2 times, 3 times in 4 months, in a 4-month span, it don't matter. Names will be dropping soon, and perks is already rolled out. So if you haven't seen it, go to the Instagram page and go peep that. But for me, it's about making sure everybody gets premium juice at a price that makes sense. You know, everything going up, and I don't want to join the crowd. I do things the opposite way, as you can see.